This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 32, Shared Soup. Also, I've been doing some research since we met, and do you still have the focus?
Yeah. Do you need to see it or something, or,
No.
uh,
He just looks at you. No.
yeah. Okay.
I have information, but you probably already know some of it. It's not only a focus, but he struggles for the words, and you can see he's actually putting great consideration into what he's about to say. It might also be sentient and connected with you deeper than we could possibly know.
Well, it did seem like it had a mind of its own earlier.
Oh?
Uh-huh.
What happened?
Someone freaked out, tried to slap it away from me. It guided its way through, stabbed the guy, shot the guy, and yeah,
And
someone tried to shoot it, and I saw a vision of bodies, so, lots of craziness happened.
he nods and he puts his hand on your shoulder. And like gives you this look of pity.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep researching. We'll find a way to make all parties involved have a good ending.
Mm.
Well, I would like to end this on a better note. You have saved hundreds of people by inadvertently killing Zulir with that focus.
Mm-hmm.
He was a worse man than you could ever possibly imagine.
Mm.
He's done acts of almost unspeakable things. So, you have done this world a great good.
Mm.
And he holds out his hand.
Alright. Is there anything in his hand, or is he just gesturing?
He's
What?
he's gesturing for a shake.
Oh. Alright, Rayeanne just gives him a firm handshake.
Yeah, and he gives one back, and he just smiles at you like, you've done really good.
Hmm.
Well, Rayeanne, we have some further business in the morning. You get some good sleep, you'll need it.
Yeah.
Don't
Seems like it.
don't forget to claim a room before the Rowdy Bunch does.
Yeah, I'm picking the nicest one here.
He smiles. You should try the top floor.
Got it.
He winks, and he hands you a key, and he leaves.
Can Norrick try to flag down Austere before he leaves?
Sure. It's pretty easy to hear this guy move around because he's in armor and has clinky bits all over. So you hear like the cart full of metal bits like move down the alley.
So Norrick's gonna go try to catch Austere and say, uh, can I speak with you privately for a moment?
Oh, sure. Let's speak right outside. And he opens the door. And
Okay, and Norrick's gonna go right out front with him and say, something has weighed very much on me, and I fear I've made a grave mistake.
well, you shouldn't say that about your friends or traveling companions.
No, it's not that. It's not to. Well, no, it's entirely my own fault. I was of a compromised mental state back when we went into the vault. Having seen some things which I still have terrible visions about. I wasn't thinking very clearly, and I was influenced when we were in the vault, and I feel I've done something terribly wrong. Do you recall? Of course you recall. You said you used to work with him. It was just a head when I knew him. He went by Filmer's name, I remember.
Or Skippy.
Skippy, yes, he also gave that name. The reason I had disappeared in the vault was I was he made me feel like I could help him, and I felt like with as much help as he had been,
He has his
and I
book.
wasn't thinking he does.
Yes.
What's happened? He just felt he vanished after that, and I have terrible feeling about what happened. I've gotten the impression that spellbook to a wizard is a very powerful thing. It was locked in the vault. It must have been in there for some reason. He's dead, but he's not dead. So that can never be a good thing, right? Right?
Has Rayeanne told you anything that has been happening?
No.
Has she mentioned puzzle pieces at any point?
This I do know something about. I am familiar with what you speak.
One, share.
I have seen it. I have touched it. I have seen how it shows you where to find the next. Tirker, the one we're traveling with, he is.
He took the piece from the vault.
Yes.
Yes.
He has shown interest in these. Yes. He did.
We take inventory. That's how
Okay,
we knew
okay.
about the book. That's how we know about the puzzle piece.
Okay. So I guess, yeah, he did. That doesn't surprise me too much. He's very interested, from a kind of an academic and curiosity stance in the old gods, as am I. It is a very large interest of mine to study that.
Well, I trust you, Nork. And I know that you have good intentions for the most part, even though some of your company is rough. And I will tell you what I told him. Puzzle pieces are dangerous, but if you are willing to collect them, so, or at least enough of them, that no harm can come within the cycle, that will be doing the world a great service. But you have to understand, you are working against some forces which have no other describing word but evil. And I can understand if you don't want to take this task. But, unfortunately, I think this task has already found you. Your friend Rayeanne in there. She doesn't know it, but she is... how do I describe it? Her need for magical items is going to get worse. That elder focus she has will drive her to great lengths to get anything magical.
Nork is going to interrupt Austere and just say, if she is left without anyone to help guide her, she will go down a dark path. I know.
He nods, like he's a little surprised you understand. Watch her. Don't let her mother gain control of her.
She's had nightmares. I know that it can't be good.
Yes, and her siblings will be coming for her. You should watch out.
I presume that they are formidable.
You've already met one.
We have.
Skippy.
Oh.
Don't tell her.
Okay.
We'll only tempt her to try to find him.
All right. Well, I very much appreciate all you've done. Oh, one last thing.
Yes?
Who is what? Maybe not. Maybe who isn't the right question. What? Maybe. What is? Do you know the man who sells the eggs?
The egg merchant.
What? Yes. What is he?
He's a pan-dimensional troublemaker. Watch out with any bargains you make with him.
Interesting.
Yeah, he can be. He makes sure he stays on an ally.
He seems to have a good sense of insight on people.
Well, there's some say he was once a demigod. Others say he was once a celestial being. But for whatever reason, he wants to sell eggs.
Well, I of course have other things which I could ask, but I feel it is pretty late, and I do have soup on, so perhaps, well, hopefully another time soon.
Yes, and also, such things could give you nightmares before you sleep. You have a nice night, Nork. May you stay on your good path.
And you as well.
And he pats your shoulder nicely, and he gets up. You didn't realize this, but he actually sat down on the stoop, so he could literally be face to face with you. And he gets up, and you remember just how tall this guy is. Like, if
not
you,
as tall as a Minotaur.
no,
Not as tall as Bill.
no, not as tall as Bill, but You realize that now if you saw the real guy versus what Zalir was disguising himself, um, yeah, like you wouldn't have been fooled if you knew the real guy. And he walks off. Actually, you realize that he's not quite walking, but almost gliding against the ground. He is very just elegantly moving, yet still making a lot of noise because of all his stuff. And you didn't notice, but you are a key holder now.
Norrick just suddenly notices he has a key in his hand. Oh, okay. He goes to the front door and tries it. I guess it works.
Yeah, you accidentally lock yourself out,
And I turn the other way.
and you unlock the door.
All right, yeah, and go back in and take the turn off the stove. Soup should be done.
And this is about the time, like the 20 so minutes that Ash had to just cool down, think about life happens. And Ash, you come out of your room, and suddenly you're hit with the smell of homemade halfling soup.
Ooh.
Or soup made by a halfling. It's not.
Yeah, Ash is he's feeling a lot better, refreshed. He kind of like while he was thinking, he buffed his armor and sharpened his weapons. And he's feeling like a new man. So he's gonna go follow that smell.
Just follow your nose. In the kitchen, while Norrick and Austere was having a heart to heart, like what has Nilkus and Alonzo have been doing? Like, has Alonzo just kind of been sitting in the corner sulking?
I left.
Did you go out of the house?
I did not go out of the house. I went to find where Rayeanne went.
Oh, okay. She would have been in the parlor. So you guys want to have a few moments before we start being around the table and talking?
What room do you think you'll pick, Rayeanne?
I already have an idea.
I'll probably take whatever's left. I'm generous that way.
Well, there's plenty left, but I've got dibs on the nicest one.
What criteria do you have for that? Do you like a view? Do you like space?
The nicest, biggest room. Something, the most luxurious looking one. I've never had a room of my own. I've earned this.
I feel similarly.
Hmm.
I don't know if we ever actually were introduced.
Not properly.
Well, we might as well begin now. I'm Alonzo Whitmire.
I'm Rayeanne. Just
No
Rayeanne.
How interesting.
Didn't really have a family to have a family name.
Neither did I.
So you just made up your last name?
Inherited in a way. He just smiles. He's gonna sit down and pretend he's at ease.
Can Nilkus like go get them? I guess try to gather everybody up.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
unless they still want to talk. Obviously.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want to end your little moment, or do you want to try to continue?
I don't know if Alonzo knows what else to say. He's keeping an eye on Rayeanne, but I don't think he knows quite where to begin.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Nilkus, you're gonna gather everyone.
Yeah, but when he goes to find Ash, like sort of away from everybody, he's just gonna like quietly mutter like, "I'd be careful around the new guy. I don't know. Don't tell him I said that."
He's kind of a strange one, isn't he? Even by our standards.
Yeah. And he just like nods.
Well, something smells good. It smells like Norrick's whipped up something good.
Is he cooking for everyone though?
Oh, I mean, I guess that's a good question.
Well, I'll be having some.
He's gonna go see, I guess, if Norrick needs help or something.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I wasn't in that scene.
You know,
Oh no. I
it's-
picture we're all sort of in the room right now or like around.
you know, I think it's appropriate you probably like just come out, smelling the
Yeah.
beard, and
Alonzo likes to pop out of places, just like pop into
yeah.
rooms.
And this is about the time that like Nork comes from the front door. You know, all three of you see the door like lock. You wait for a moment, it unlocks, and then Nork comes in.
Nice.
Okay, and Norrick is going to he's got a little stool there to help get up a little bit higher. It's just conveniently in the kitchen, it's accessibility and whatnot for short folks.
Thank you for listening to Tales of Swordfall.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
Greetings, listeners. Are you looking to add more D&D fun to your lineup? Then be sure to check out Party Advantage, a D&D 5th edition play podcast featuring 2 campaigns alternating each week. In the Arius adventures, you'll set off into the land of Arius. From the ancient dragon gods that created this world to the rise and fall of various races and civilizations, this land has history that stretches far into times long forgotten. Our heroes find themselves on a journey that will take them to the busy city of gnomes, the gilded halls of the High Elves, and to the deepest depths of the Underdark. Then in the Farwind saga, you'll travel with our group of anti-heroes for their suspense-filled exploits as they explore the enigmatic continent of Farwind. This is an ancient land lost to the histories of Faerun, where mystery and danger shroud the deep forest, forbidden mountains, and dark mires. Yet every risk offers tantalizing rewards to those brave enough to take them. Will these parties gain the advantage on their next encounter? Find out every Wednesday on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. See you then.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.